The Commission of Inquiry (CoI), which was launched to probe illegal events at the March 2, 2020 general and regional elections, will in no way influence proceedings before the Caribbean Court of Justice (CCJ).
Certainly not. They are unconnected process. In fact, the CCJ has already heard one election petition appeal. So they are not connected. Those matters are already in the court. They were filed 2 years prior to the petition, 2 years prior to this commission, and there is absolutely no nexus between the two.
Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Mohabir AG Nandlall made the clarification following the swearing-in of the new CoI into the March 2 polls at the President's Shift Chandapal Drive office on Tuesday. Retired Justice of Appeal of the Turks and Caicos Islands Stanley John took the oath before Chief Magistrate Anne McLennan as chairman of the commission. Also sworn in were former High Court Judge and Acting Justice of Appeal in the Eastern Caribbean Godfrey Smith and former Chair and former Chancellor Acting Carl Singh. The Attorney General contended that Guyana has a history of elections rigging and there must be a proactive effort to squash the illegal play. To this end, he asserted that the CoI is only part of the process of ensuring that this does not recur.
Development cannot take place in the absence of the rule of law and or democracy. Our democracy was under severe threat at the March 2nd, 2020 elections. We saw, the world saw, you all saw, flagrant attempts made to alter unlawfully the results of those elections at several stages of the process.
In some cases, he said attempts were made by the then administration to use the judiciary to help suppress the will of the people.
That must be interrogated. That must be investigated so that persons can be held responsible. The illegality and the conspiratorial role played by many will be exposed, and most importantly, it must form part of the permanent record of this country, if only for one objective, that there must never be a reoccurrence of what transpired.
In the interim, the administration is currently pursuing statutory electoral reforms, while several other measures are being undertaken to ensure what occurred at the March 2 polls does not take place. The Attorney General reminded that the PPPC government is committed to constitutional reform, which is evident in the bill tabled in the National Assembly. The PPPC administration, since taking office, had vowed to commence groundwork to strengthen the country's electoral system, which will close major loopholes in the process. Government will be seeking changes, including establishing that SOPs be used as the only basis for the tabulation of results instead of spreadsheets. The administration also wants SOPs to be posted online by the Guyana Elections Commission (GECOM) and contesting political parties within 24 hours of receiving them. The AP and UFC coalition made vile attempts to rig the 2020 elections, presenting fake SOPs and claimed victory. Following 5 months of legal battles and numerous calls from the regional and international community, the AP and UFC accepted defeat and stepped down, finally making way for the constitutionally elected President Ali-led administration to assume office. Since then, several high-level officials of GECOM and the AP and UFC faced charges before the courts for issues related to the elections.